What has happened to mobile games? I swear they used to actually be fun and unique with actual effort put into making them. You know, nowadays all I see is these outrageous mobile game ads and literally thousands of these low effort cash grab games doing literally everything they can to keep you sufficiently stimulated so that you sit through even more advertisements. I mean, look at this. Even a complete idiot could make something like this in like a day and just fill it with advertisements and make a bunch of money, you know? Wait a minute. It's currently 6 AM, which meant I had until 6 AM on Sunday to finish this game, which may sound like a lot of time, but I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, upon opening the new project, everything was black and I realized that they didn't give me the default sky, which meant I had to add the sky in myself. But no problem, you know, as Jesus himself once said, wow, this is really dark. We should probably add a sky atmosphere, directional light, exponential height fog, and some volumetric cloud. And just like that, there is light. Then I made a cube for the ground and a cube for the player. And I made the player move left and right depending on where you hold down on the screen. And at this point, I feel like I should probably explain the idea for this game. Basically, you control a car on a road, and on the road, there's going to be obstacles. If you hit the obstacles, then you die and you have to restart. So yeah. Will I be able to get it done? I don't know, but just this took me an hour. Yeah, anyway, then I spent another hour making the movement actually look good and adding rotation to the car, which was pretty awesome. Now you can swerve around. However, an important aspect of this game is that it's supposed to be endless, so I got to work on adding infinite road spawning. And this didn't actually take that long, and meant that I'd basically finished the first two crucial aspects of my game, the car and the road, which meant now I just had to add obstacles. So I took the player, made it red, and now when you drive into it, you die. And it actually looks pretty cool because I figured out how to add camera shake, and it does this little zoom in as well, which is pretty satisfying. Anyway, so now it was pretty much 12 o'clock. It's now pretty much 12 o'clock. And at 12 o'clock, I thought my game looked pretty good, but I knew what it was missing. Cool particles for when you swerve around. That would be sick. I mean, I've never made particles before, but it shouldn't take that long, right? And wow, would you look at that. Now, there's these awesome particles. That wasn't so hard at all. Just kidding, this took 5 hours. And on top of that, I was suddenly starting to face some serious problems. For instance, I tried making the obstacles spawn on the road, and it didn't really go to plan. So, you know, I had to spend a little bit more time fixing all that. At least kind of. I mean, at first glance, the system looks like it's working, but actually a lot of the obstacles are just straight up spawning inside of each other. And I mean, there's still heaps of other problems, like there's no way to respawn, there's no UI, there's no score. A problem I had since the start is that you can literally just drive on the sky. Also, the game just looks pretty whack. So with like 8 hours left, I knew I had to get to work. So I added these barriers that stop you from driving on the sky, and I fixed the obstacle spawning. Then I added grass, but I didn't stop there. I also made this menu, and now you can actually respawn. Also, I added this score at the top of the screen, so now you can see how far you got. Oh yeah, and then I tried adding world curvature because I thought it would look cool, but it just didn't really look like what it did in the video. So right now, it is about 4 o'clock in the morning, which means there's still 2 hours left, but I just honestly cannot be bothered. So at 4 AM, I'd had enough. But look, here's the finished game. Wow. Also, I know I didn't show much of my actual code, so here's what the blueprint for the player looks like, which might look a bit confusing, but don't worry, I made this at like 4 AM, and I don't know what any of it does either. Also, I know at the start of the video, I said I was gonna like publish this game and try to put ads on it, but this is like my second game, and I actually don't know how to do any of that. So, but I will try to figure it out. So stay tuned for future videos, and subscribe.